Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our English Conversation podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Mark. Thank you for joining us again. It's always so nice to talk with you.
Today's topic is something fun, something we all love to do when we get a break from work or study.
Oh, yes. We're talking about visiting tourist places.
Finally, my favorite kind of English topic.
Mine too. Traveling, exploring new cities, seeing beautiful places. It's all exciting.
And also full of real-life English situations. Asking for directions, buying tickets, ordering food, or talking to local people.
Exactly. So today, we'll imagine we're planning a trip together, step by step.
So, Mark, if you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go?
Good question. I think I'd go somewhere peaceful, maybe a small town by the sea.
Oh, that sounds lovely. What would you do there?
I'd walk by the beach in the morning, eat local seafood, and talk to the local people about their culture.
That's such a calm image. I'd probably choose something similar, maybe an old European city with history and cozy cafes.
Let me guess, you'd sit by a window, drink coffee, and watch people walking by.
You know me too well.
Do you like planning trips, or are you more spontaneous?
Oh, I'm definitely a planner. I like to read about the place, find maps, make lists of things to see.
You're the responsible traveler.
And you?
I'm more relaxed. I plan a few things, but I also like to get lost. Just walk and discover small streets.
That's actually the best way to find hidden gems. Sometimes the best tourist spots aren't on the map.
Exactly. You can find a tiny bakery, a small market, or a quiet park that no one talks about online. That's what makes travel so special. Surprises. So, Emily, how do you usually start planning a trip?
Well, first I choose the destination, somewhere that fits my mood. Then I check the weather, book the hotel, and read a little about local food.
Ah, yes, food, the most important part of travel.
Definitely. I always look for the best street food or local dishes.
I do that too. Once I planned an entire trip around one dish I wanted to try,
Really? Which dish?
a seafood stew in Portugal. It was so good, I almost cried.
That's dedication.
You know, planning is part of the joy. Even before the trip starts, you already feel excited.
Yes, sometimes I spend hours looking at pictures of the place, imagining how it will feel to be there.
It's like traveling in your mind first.
Exactly. And when you finally go, it feels familiar, but still magical.
What's the first thing you do when you arrive in a new city?
I like to walk. Just walk without rushing, smell the air, look at the buildings, listen to the sounds.
Yes, that's the best way to feel the soul of a city.
And I always find a local cafe. Sitting there helps me feel like part of the place.
I can imagine you there. Notebook, coffee, big smile.
That's me.
Have you ever had a trip that didn't go as planned?
Oh, yes. Once I missed my train in Italy. I was supposed to go to Florence, but I ended up spending the day in a small town I'd never heard of.
And how was it?
It turned out amazing. I found a local market, met friendly people, and even got free fruit from an old lady.
See? Sometimes mistakes become the best memories.
Exactly. Travel teaches you to stay calm and enjoy the unexpected.
What about taking pictures? Are you the type who takes hundreds of photos or just a few?
Oh no, I take too many. I love capturing little details. A flower stand, an old door, a street musician.
Ah, that's beautiful. I usually take fewer photos. I prefer just to watch and remember.
Both are nice. Pictures help us remember, but sometimes memories stay stronger in our hearts.
That's true. Sometimes one quiet sunset stays in your mind forever.
Exactly.
Do you travel alone or with friends?
Mm, I enjoy both. Traveling alone makes me feel free. Traveling with friends makes it full of laughter.
I agree. Solo travel is peaceful, but group travel feels alive.
Yes. With friends, you collect shared stories. And later, you laugh about them forever.
Like when everyone gets lost at the same time and no one admits it.
Exactly. Or when you try to speak the local language and accidentally say something funny.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. I once tried to say good evening in French and ended up saying good cow.
Oh no! I wish I could have seen that.
The waiter laughed so hard he gave me a free dessert. So it ended well. See? Language mistakes can lead to sweet endings. You know, traveling teaches more than geography. It teaches patience, curiosity, and respect.
Yes, you learn to see the world through new eyes.
You realize that every place, every person has a story. And that the world is bigger and kinder than you thought. Emily, do you have a dream destination you haven't visited yet?
Oh, yes, Japan. I want to see the cherry blossoms and visit old
That
temples.
sounds beautiful. I'd love to go there too. Maybe we can do an episode from Japan one day.
That would be amazing. English conversations from Kyoto.
Yes, we could record while drinking matcha.
Now that's a dream project.
Before any trip, I always pack a small notebook. I like writing little notes about what I see.
Me too. I call it my memory book.
That's such a nice name.
It helps me remember how I felt, not just what I saw.
That's what travel is really about. Not the photos, but the feelings.
Exactly.
So, listeners, if you're planning your next trip, remember, don't just plan with your phone. Plan with your heart, too.
Yes. Think about what kind of experience you want. Peace, adventure, or discovery.
And don't worry about mistakes. Every traveler has funny stories.
Oh yes, even chicken soap moments.
I will never forget that story.
Me neither.
In the next part, we'll talk about what happens when you finally arrive at the tourist place, how to ask for information, talk with locals, and enjoy your experience fully.
Yes, it's about how to make the most of every destination, from famous landmarks to hidden corners.
So, grab your travel bag and join us in part 2.
See you soon, travelers! Welcome back, everyone. So, in part 1, we planned our trip. We dreamed, we packed, and now we've arrived.
Yes, the adventure begins. You step out of the train or airport, and the air smells different. The sounds feel new.
I love that moment. The first few minutes in a new city. Everything feels fresh, like life is beginning again.
Exactly. You feel excited, a little nervous, but mostly happy. It's the feeling of discovery.
So, Mark, when you arrive in a new place, what's the first thing you usually do?
I usually stop for a moment, look around, and just breathe. I like to take in the view before I do anything.
That's so nice. I always rush to find a map or look for the nearest cafe.
Classic Emily. Coffee first, exploring later.
You know me too well, but it helps me slow down and plan my day.
I think every traveler has their own rhythm. Some people love to move quickly, see everything, take hundreds of photos. Others move slowly, walk, talk, observe.
Yes, and there's no right or wrong way to travel. It's about how you feel most alive.
Exactly. For me, walking is the best way to discover a new place.
Oh, yes. You can see the real life of the city. The people, the smells from food stalls, the street music.
And every street corner tells a story.
Do you remember your first time visiting a famous tourist place?
Oh, yes, the Eiffel Tower in Paris. I was a student, and I couldn't believe I was standing there.
I know that feeling. The first time I saw it, I actually gasped. It was bigger than I imagined.
Same here. I waited until sunset, and when the lights turned on, everyone around me clapped. It felt like a dream.
Moments like that stay with you forever.
Yes, and it reminds you that the world is full of beauty.
What's something you like to do at tourist places besides taking pictures?
I love talking to locals, shop owners, taxi drivers, people sitting in parks. They tell the best stories.
That's so true. Locals always know secret spots, little bakeries, quiet gardens, or places with the best view.
Yes, and it makes you feel connected to the culture.
I remember once in Thailand, a shop owner told me about a small temple hidden behind a market. It wasn't in any guidebook. I went, and it was peaceful and beautiful.
That's the magic of talking to people. Some treasures don't exist online, only in conversations.
Speaking of talking, for our listeners, asking for directions is a really good way to practice English while traveling.
Yes, you can say, "Excuse me, how can I get to the museum?" Or, "Is this the way to the park?"
And if someone helps you, always say, "Thank you so much."
Exactly. Politeness makes people more willing to help you.
I remember once I asked for directions in New York, and the man ended up walking with me for 10 minutes just to make sure I didn't get lost.
That's so kind. See? People everywhere want to help, if you ask nicely.
And sometimes you can practice small talk too, like, "It's such a nice day," or "This city is beautiful."
Yes, small talk opens doors. Even if it's just for a minute, it makes travel more human.
Exactly. When you show interest in people, they share their world with you.
What's the most beautiful tourist place you've ever visited, Emily?
I think it's the Grand Palace in Bangkok. The gold, the colors, the detail. It felt like stepping into a painting.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
It really was. And the people were so gentle and respectful. Everyone spoke softly, and I felt calm just walking there.
That's the beauty of cultural places. They make you quiet inside.
Yes, you realize you're just a small part of a big, beautiful world.
For me, it's the Grand Canyon. Standing there, I felt tiny, but in a good way.
Nature does that. It makes you humble.
Yes, and grateful. Grateful to be alive to see it.
That's so true. Sometimes when you travel, you stop thinking about time or problems. You just feel.
Exactly. You feel connected to the earth, the sky, and the moment.
Have you ever gotten lost while visiting a tourist place?
Many times. Once in Rome, I tried to find the Trevi Fountain. I followed the crowd, but somehow ended up in a small bakery instead.
That's not a bad mistake.
True. I got fresh bread and free cookies. Then the baker showed me the correct way to go.
That's the best kind of adventure. When getting lost brings kindness.
Yes, sometimes the best memories aren't planned.
You know what else I love about tourist places? The mix of people, travelers from everywhere.
Yes, so many languages, accents, smiles, and yet everyone shares the same excitement.
It's like a little world inside the world.
Exactly. You might not speak the same language, but you understand each other through joy.
I once helped a family take a photo at a landmark, and even though we didn't speak the same language, we laughed and smiled. That moment felt like friendship.
That's beautiful. It shows how kindness doesn't need translation.
What about souvenirs? Do you buy something from every place you visit?
Oh, yes. I have a small shelf at home full of magnets and postcards.
Me too. I always buy something small, like a handmade keychain or a postcard with local art.
I love postcards because they tell stories. I sometimes write a few words about the trip and send them to my friends.
That's such a nice habit. It feels more personal than a photo online.
Yes, it's like sharing a small piece of your adventure with someone else.
You know, travel also teaches gratitude for your home, your comfort, and the simple things you take for granted.
Yes, after traveling, even your own city feels new again.
That's true. You start noticing things you never saw before. A park, a smile, a sunset.
Maybe traveling doesn't just change what we see, it changes how we see.
Exactly.
Have you ever visited a place that made you emotional?
Hmm. Yes. When I visited a war memorial in Vietnam, it was quiet, peaceful, but full of history. I felt sadness and respect at the same time.
That kind of place reminds us how connected humanity is.
Yes. Travel isn't always about fun. Sometimes it's about understanding.
I like that. Seeing the world teaches empathy.
So, dear listeners, when you travel, try to look beyond photos and souvenirs. Look for meaning and moments that move your heart.
Yes, talk to locals, listen to stories, walk slowly, and let curiosity guide you.
And don't worry about perfect English. Your smile and interests speak louder than words.
Exactly. Connection doesn't need perfection.
In the next part, we'll talk about the feelings during travel, meeting new people, cultural differences, and those small emotional moments that make travel unforgettable.
Yes, we'll share more stories and simple English phrases you can use anywhere in the world.
So pack your curiosity and join us again in part 3.
See you soon, fellow travelers.
Welcome back, travelers. In the last part, we talked about exploring new places, the sights, the sounds, and the surprises.
Yes, and now we're moving to my favorite part of every trip, the people.
Oh, yes. Meeting people is what makes traveling truly special.
You can visit the most beautiful places in the world, but if you don't connect with anyone, it still feels incomplete.
Exactly. The smiles, the conversations, the kindness of strangers, that's what makes travel come alive.
Emily, have you ever met someone while traveling who really touched your heart?
Hmm. Yes, I have. When I was in Bali, I met a woman selling handmade bracelets on the beach. She had such a peaceful smile. I talked with her for almost an hour
What did you talk about?
about her life, her family, and her favorite time of day, sunrise. She said it made her feel thankful to wake up again.
That's beautiful. Such a simple but deep thought.
Yes, and every time I wear the bracelet she gave me, I remember her kindness.
That's what travel does. It gives us souvenirs for the heart.
I love that phrase, souvenirs for the heart. That's perfect.
Feel free to steal it.
I already have.
I met a taxi driver once in Turkey who changed how I see the world.
Really? What happened?
It was during Ramadan and he was fasting, no food or water all day. But he still smiled and said, "It's okay, I have peace inside."
Wow, that's powerful.
Yes, it reminded me that peace doesn't come from what we eat or buy, it comes from inside us.
That's a lesson worth remembering.
How do you usually start conversations when traveling?
I usually start with something simple, a smile, or a, "Hi, is this your first time here?" if I'm talking to another traveler.
That's great. For locals, I sometimes say, "This place is beautiful," or "Your food is amazing."
Yes, compliments always work. Everyone loves hearing kind words.
And even if your grammar isn't perfect, people can feel your sincerity.
True. Connection doesn't need perfect language, just honest emotion.
Have you ever felt shy about talking to strangers while traveling?
Of course! I still feel shy sometimes, especially when I'm afraid they won't understand me.
Same here. But I learned something. If you try, people usually meet you halfway.
Yes, when you show effort, others show patience.
Exactly. You don't need to speak perfectly, you just need to show interest.
That's the magic of communication. Hearts meet before words do.
You know, I once got invited to a family lunch by complete strangers.
What? Really?
Yes, I was in Morocco, visiting a market, and an old man asked me where I was from. We chatted for a few minutes, and then he said, "You must join us for lunch."
That's so kind.
It was. I sat on the floor with his family, eating couscous and laughing, even though we spoke different languages.
Oh, that's beautiful. Food really connects people everywhere.
Yes, it was one of the most heartwarming days of my life.
Sometimes the people you meet for just 5 minutes can stay in your memory for years.
That's true. It's like they plant small lights in your heart.
Yes, and those lights remind you that the world is full of good people.
Exactly. That's why I think traveling is not only about seeing the world, it's about seeing the good in it. Listeners might be wondering, how can I start conversations when I travel? So here are some simple, natural phrases you can use.
Oh, good idea. You can say, Hi, can you recommend a good place to visit around here?
Or, what's your favorite local food? That always leads to delicious answers.
Yes. Or is there a nice viewpoint nearby?
And when someone helps you, always say, "That's so kind of you," or "Thank you so much."
Small phrases, big connection.
Have you ever faced a cultural difference that surprised you?
Oh, yes. In Japan, I once tried to give a tip to a waiter, but he politely refused it. I didn't realize tipping isn't common there.
Oh, that must have been awkward.
A little, but he smiled and said, "Your thank you is enough." I'll never forget that.
That's so touching. It shows how gratitude is seen differently in every culture.
Yes, it taught me that kindness isn't about money, it's about respect.
For me, the surprise was in Italy. People greet each other with kisses on the cheek, even when they just met.
Oh, yes, that's so friendly.
The first time it happened, I froze. I didn't know which side to go first.
That's always a funny moment.
But it made me realize that warmth and friendliness are part of culture too.
Yes, each culture has its own language of love and respect through words, gestures, and smiles.
Do you ever learn a few local words when you travel?
Always. Just hello, thank you, and please can make people so happy.
Yes, when locals see you trying, they open their hearts.
It shows you're not just visiting, you're connecting.
I love that. When I travel, I always learn thank you in the local language first. It feels like a little bridge.
That's beautiful. A thank you bridge, connecting hearts.
You know, one of my favorite memories is from a small mountain village. A group of kids followed me, curious about my camera. I let them take pictures, and they laughed so hard.
That's adorable. Children are the same everywhere, curious, joyful, and full of laughter.
Yes, those are the purest moments of travel, when joy is shared without words.
Do you ever keep in touch with people you meet while traveling?
Sometimes, yes. I have a friend from South Korea I met during a hike years ago. We still send postcards every Christmas.
That's so sweet.
It's amazing how one random conversation can turn into a friendship across oceans.
Yes, the world feels smaller when hearts stay connected.
For our listeners, if you travel, remember that meeting people is part of the adventure. Don't be afraid to start small.
Yes, smile, ask questions, and listen. You'll learn so much more than from a guidebook.
And don't worry about your English. People remember kindness, not grammar.
Exactly. Your heart is your best translator.
You know, I think we meet people for a reason. Some teach us lessons, some make us laugh, and some remind us of what really matters.
Yes, travel is full of these beautiful meetings, short but meaningful.
And every hello has a little goodbye in it, but both are part of life.
That's true. But even after goodbye, the memory stays. And that's what makes travel eternal.
In our next and final part, we'll talk about reflection, coming home, what travel teaches us, and how to carry those memories forever.
Yes, because every journey has an end, but the lessons never end.
So, pack your memories, dear travelers, and join us in part 4.
Welcome back, travelers. It's the final part of our journey together, and what a trip it's been.
Yes, we've planned our adventure, explored new places, met amazing people, and now it's time to come home.
Coming home always feels a little bittersweet, doesn't it?
It does. You're happy to return, but a part of you stays in the places you visited.
Exactly. It's like your heart becomes a suitcase full of moments and faces.
So, Emily, what's the first thing you usually do when you get home from a trip?
Honestly, I unpack, take a long shower, and sleep.
Same here. Traveling is fun, but tiring.
But the next morning, I love making a cup of coffee and looking through my photos. It's like reliving the journey.
Yes, those first quiet moments at home are special. The world feels a little bigger than before.
Do you ever feel a bit sad when the trip ends?
Yes, a little. But I also feel grateful. Every trip gives something, a new story, a new friend, or a new way of seeing life.
I feel the same. Travel changes you, even if you don't notice it right away.
It makes you more patient, more curious, more kind.
And more thankful for home.
Exactly. After seeing the world, you see your own world with new eyes.
What kind of souvenirs do you usually bring home, besides the magnets and postcards?
Oh, I bring stories. Stories I tell my family, my friends, and now our listeners.
True, you're full of travel stories.
But I also bring smells and sounds in my memory, like the sound of street musicians in Italy or the smell of spices in India.
Oh, that's beautiful. Those are souvenirs you can't buy.
Exactly. They live in your heart forever.
Sometimes when I come home, I cook a dish I tried during the trip. It brings the memory back to life.
That's such a lovely idea. What's your favorite travel-inspired dish?
Hmm, maybe Thai green curry? Every time I make it, I remember the smiles of the people at that little restaurant in Bangkok.
That's so heartwarming. I think I'll try that next time I travel. Bring the taste home.
Yes, food is memory you can eat.
Do you ever feel changed after coming home from a long trip?
Always. Even short trips change me. I notice I become calmer, more open-minded.
That's so true. Traveling teaches us things that books can't.
Yes, like how to be patient when things go wrong, or how to laugh when you get lost.
Or how to say sorry in 5 languages.
Exactly.
Have you ever experienced reverse culture shock?
Oh, yes. After spending weeks in Japan, I got used to bowing. When I came home, I bowed to the bus driver without thinking.
That's adorable.
Everyone looked at me like I was strange, but it made me smile.
That's a sign the trip really stayed with you.
Yes, every trip leaves a little piece of itself inside you.
What about photos? Do you print them or keep them on your phone?
I print my favorites and make a small travel wall at home. Every photo tells a story.
That's wonderful. I keep mine in albums. Sometimes, when I'm feeling tired, I open them and remember how big and beautiful the world is.
That's like medicine for the soul.
Yes, a reminder that joy is everywhere, waiting to be discovered again.
Traveling teaches you that people everywhere want the same things: peace, love, and good food.
Yes, and that makes the world feel smaller and kinder.
Every smile you exchange abroad is a tiny bridge of understanding.
Beautifully said. We build peace one smile at a time.
What's one lesson you've learned from visiting tourist places?
That beauty isn't just in famous spots. It's also in small corners, quiet streets, and honest people.
That's true. The world's heart isn't only in landmarks. It's in the laughter of strangers, the kindness of locals, the simple acts of sharing.
Yes, sometimes a small act of kindness means more than a big monument.
That's the real treasure of travel.
I also think traveling helps you love your home more.
Yes, you start noticing things you took for granted. Your favorite street, your neighbor's garden, the smell of your morning coffee.
Exactly. You realize home is also a destination. You just see it differently.
You don't always have to go far to discover something beautiful.
If you could give one message to new travelers, what would it be?
I'd say, don't rush. Don't just tick boxes on a map. Let the place touch your heart.
That's beautiful.
Take time to sit, listen, and feel. Let travel be slow and meaningful.
I love that. I'd tell them, don't travel to escape life. Travel to understand it.
That's perfect.
And to our listeners learning English, traveling is one of the best teachers. Every hello, every thank you, every little chat helps you grow.
Yes, you learn not only words, but emotions. You learn how to connect, how to smile, how to express care.
And that's real English, not from a book, but from life itself.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes I think travel isn't about distance, it's about awareness.
What do you mean?
You can travel even in your own city. Visit a new park. Try a new restaurant. Talk to someone new. It's still discovery.
I love that. It means the world is always waiting, even just outside your door.
Yes, every day can be a small journey if you look with curious eyes.
That's so true.
So, what will you remember most from all your travels, Emily?
The kindness of strangers, every smile, every hello, every helping hand, they remind me that humanity is beautiful.
I feel the same. The world can seem big and different, but kindness makes it feel like home.
Yes, in every place I found people who care, and that gives me hope.
That's the true meaning of traveling, finding connection wherever you go.
And when you come home, you don't just unpack your bag. You unpack new dreams, new lessons, new courage.
Yes, you carry pieces of the world with you.
And maybe, just maybe, you become a little more open, more gentle, more grateful.
That's the best kind of souvenir, a better version of yourself.
I love that.
So, dear listeners, wherever you go, near or far, remember to travel with your heart open.
Be curious, be kind, and let every place teach you something beautiful.
Because the world is a classroom, and every smile is a lesson.
And when you come home, tell your story. Someone might need to hear it.
Yes, stories connect us, just like journeys do.
Thank you, everyone, for traveling with us today, not just with words, but with imagination.
We hope this episode inspired you to see the world, or at least to see your world differently.
Remember, you don't need a ticket to start exploring, just curiosity and an open heart.
And maybe a little English to help you along the way.
Yes, that too.
Until next time, take care, keep learning, and keep discovering.
Goodbye, travelers. Wherever you go, may you always find warmth and wonder.
See you soon.